We have no mercy for those that come to disrupt the restoration of this struggle. We don't negotiate with anyone. We will never do that. Because when you do things like that, you encourage the same thing to be inside the government, and they will continue to do what they are doing. There's an added that says,
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing platform. Thank you so much for joining me on today's program, and I wish you a very happy new year. Finally, we are now in the year 2025, and as we proceed in the year 2025, we must not forget that we have a lot of responsibilities. Our responsibility in this platform is to give you information and make sure that you have an update on what is going on in Biafra land, more especially things that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra. Today, I am going to share with you a very important video. Please pay attention to this video. In all the information that we see here, you are going to see that they have started again a new deceit to distract us from the restoration of independent state of Biafra. We must not be distracted. It is either Biafra or nothing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it to us, and he has not changed his mind. If anybody tries to insinuate that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have changed, that is a lie. Watch this video from beginning to the end. You will understand that the enemies will never give up. And those of us who are focusing on the restoration of Biafra, we must not give up. Do not get distracted, regardless what you hear or what you see. Always remember that it is Biafran first. All eyes must be on the rising sun. Every eye must be on the rising sun. Do not allow yourself to be carried away with things that are happening around you. The restoration of independent state of Biafra is one thing that we must focus on. We have the United States of Biafra now. Let's watch.
Barrister Ejiofor, how is the atmosphere in Anambra State? I mean, in terms of this free space to do business, walk around, as in walk around and walk, people that go to work, walk around, people that travel to places and all of that within Anambra, intrastate and interstate. What actually pervades the state? Is it some sense of surrender due to the insecurity that has enveloped the state for about 2 or 3 years now, or even more than that, or that of safety? What can you walk us through what is happening in Anambra State at the moment with regard to the ability of people, you know, to move around without constraint and all of that?
Yes, there are security challenges. Obviously, there are security challenges in the state, just like every other state in the Nigerian Federation. Anambra is not an exception. The main thing happening in Anambra State of now is a consequence of many years of maladministration, bad governance, riddled with unemployment, people in authority, in places of authority, not paying attention to youth development. The gradual erosion of the middle class, of SMEs, small-scale industries within our nation, not just in Anambra State. As you may know, everywhere you move around in Southeast, Nigeria as a whole, you find out that many industries, cottage industries, small and medium-scale enterprises are folding up. This presupposes that more people are laid out of their jobs and more graduates being churned out on a yearly basis from our tertiary institutions and other institutions of higher learning don't find suitable paid jobs
All right. So sorry, Barrister Joffo, I'm sorry to butt in at this moment. When you say that the kind of insecurity that is happening in Anambra State, it's widespread, that is a national thing, that it happens in every other state, I'm at loss because the kind of thing that happens in Anambra State, we don't see it in Lagos State where we live. I want you to be more exact when you say it happens in every other state. Maybe Lagos is an exception because the kind of insecurity that we have in Anambra State, which is about, unknown gunmen, about non-state actors and all of that, we don't have it in Lagos State.
Yes. When I say that the security situation cuts across every state of Nigeria, Lagos is not an exception. It's just that in Anambra State today, the government of the day in Anambra State suddenly woke up from their slumber and started making this drastic push against criminality. And then the way it is being shown in the social media, it's as if it's only in Anambra State. No, it is not. The same thing happens in Enugu State. You talk about non-state actors. It's there in Enugu State, it's there in Abia State, it's there in Southeast, South, everywhere.
Okay, Barrister Joffo, I'd like us to stay with Anambra State because as a matter of fact, our topic today is the state of Anambra State, So I would like us to stay within Anambra State. Now, you also said something about what is happening in Anambra State being a result of maladministration by previous administrations. Can you be more specific? Was it during the Chinwokemba the Nuju era? Was it during Chris Ngige era? Was it P2B or Willie Obiano? Can you tell us where actually Anambra State started losing it? At what point did they start losing it? That is a harvest of what is happening now. At what point in particular?
Without pointing accusing fingers.
Okay.
What I say is that we have witnessed steady and gradual decline in small and medium scale enterprises.
Can you recall when it actually started? Can you recall? Because Anambra has been a thriving business community around clusters like Nnewi, Okpo, and all those places with small scale businesses, and in Onitsha also. So can you recall when this gradual decline started? At what point did it start?
Even before the inception of the civilian administration,
okay,
the premier brewery in Onitsha had been closed down.
But another one came up. Sub Miller came up.
Yes.
Okay.
Sub Miller came up quite all right. But how many, what is the number of persons it was able to employ? Very negligible. Because the ease of doing business in our country is nothing to write home about. Some of these industries, even when they manage to spring up, gradually find themselves going out of business because of excessive taxation, multiple taxation, lack of electricity, and difficult business terrain entirely.
Okay.
Difficult business terrain. From the time of the military up to the inception of the current civilian administration, up till now, it has been a steady decline.
Okay. Now, let's stay with Anambra State. Let's look at the state of security or insecurity more specifically, especially since the launching of the state security outfit, Agune Chamber, that's Udogachi, in the last 1 month or thereabout. Are there visible improvements? And have the issues of operational modalities, which dodged it in the beginning days, been resolved? You recall that at a certain time, they got involved in this problem of having to arrest people, and in the process, 3 of them were killed. All of those operational modalities, have they been resolved? And I'd like to ask again, what is the sense within the community, within Anambra State? Have people surrendered, or if there is freedom, is it a sense of safety or that of surrender? That's what I want us to establish what is actually happening with regard to the operations of Agune Chamber in Anambra State?
That it is a sense of safety now. It is a sense of safety. Just that our people are saying that it is coming too late, because those of us have been criticizing the government of Professor Soludo, because it appears he was adamant for the past 2 years and a half, and then suddenly woke up. But be that as it may, it is never late. It is better late than delayed. Now he has woke up from his slumber and he's doing the right thing. We will support him. We will continue to tell our people to support the current push against criminality, and our people are welcoming it very well. There is this sense of safety that is now, coming up in Anambra State. People are going about their normal businesses without fear of molestation any longer.
Okay. But Mr. Joffo, I understand that in some parts of Anambra State, like the Okija, Ihiala, Ekusigo areas, that people have abandoned their homes, like burials have not been conducted in the past 2 or 3 years. Those things, has life returned to normal in those areas?
Yes, it's not going to be overnight.
Okay.
This current push just started. Let us give it some time. I believe in in few months to come, we will get to that stage you are now talking about.
Okay.
Remember that the areas you just mentioned, Ihiala area, that area has become so volatile because of those very hard-hardened criminals that were chased away from Olu area. Remember, you know that Ihiala is a border local government to Olu in Imo State. So these non-state actors who were chased away, from Imo State with air raids by our military and Air Force personnel in that area in Imo State, all of them found refuge in the forests of Ihiala. So they have been there, operating from there. Now, with the current push, they have seen that this environment is no longer conducive for their nefarious activities. And they are now beginning to reconsider their location and to get out of Anambra State.
Okay.
I want to be an optimist, and I dare to say that in few weeks or months to come, they will be finally be dislodged from those areas you have mentioned.
Okay, what gives you that sense of certainty, that sense of optimism? What gives you that impression? Do you work closely with them, or is there any information you have that we don't have? Can you let us into all of that?
To us is that the joint security team, inaugurated by Professor Chukwuma Soludo-led administration, has started making inroads to those areas. Some of the forests have been raided, and some of those non-state actors have been captured. There was this viral video of one of them that was caught, with a tattoo inscription on his chest, "No peace for the government." I hope you saw that. It was everywhere. So a lot of inroads have been made there. Remember, Professor Chukwuma Soludo was also very tactical by appointing a new senior special assistant on security, who is in charge of that homeland security outfit, the Udogachi security outfit, Prince Ken Emakai, who is from that area, that Ihiala area that you are mentioning.
Okay.
And then he has been appointed and sent to go and sanitize his people,
all right.
his society, his community.
Okay. Now, Barrister Ejiofor,
even if he fails in other places,
he will not fail in his place. All right, but Barrister Ejiofor, there's something that is related to security, and I would like us to chime in a bit on it before we move on. Now, something happened last week, and it's regarding the closure of some sections of the drug market in Onitsha. And a lot of people got caught, in the mix-up, in the crossfires. We understand that people who were not drug sellers but had drugs in their stores and in their shops, that all of them got involved. They were entrapped in that closure. What's the general reaction of the people of Anambra State? And I know you don't speak for the government, but are you aware if the government is trying to step in, into that and ensure that they resolve it as quickly as possible with NAFDAC and the agencies so that people can go back to their shops and businesses? Do you have an idea?
Yes, going by what Soludo, the executive governor of Anambra State, said when he visited that market, he made it clear that efforts are on to see that whatever intervention NAFDAC was trying to make in that market, in that drug market, will be hastened up so that they will go back to business. The governor made it quite clear that he is in touch with NAFDAC so that they will do their evaluation as quickly as possible, sieve out the bad eggs there, those importing or distributing those fake drugs or expired materials, and then reopen those shops who are into legitimate business. So I want to hold him to his promise.
All right then. Now we are going to talk about Anambra 2025. That's the global election. But before we get into the governorship, what does the campaign for the replacement of late Senator Ifeanyi Ubah look like? I mean, is it a 2-horse race or is it 3-horse race? And who are the particular parties and individuals involved? Who are the individuals involved and which political parties? And now, do you think that the APC has the capacity to return that seat, going by their performance at the national level? Quick one.
All right, quickly. The dilemma we find ourselves now is that INEC is here to make an official statement as to when or how the election, to replace Ifeanyi Ubah will be. INEC said that the Senate is yet to officially communicate them about the vacant seat of Ifeanyi Ubah. I wonder what is holding the leadership of the Senate from doing the needful. Now, be that as it may, the political atmosphere around that senatorial zone, Anambra South senatorial zone, is that all the parties, a lot of persons are warming up to contest the election in all the parties, in all the major political parties. APC has quite a few number of persons, jostling for the position, just like APGA, just like PDP. So, but it is the picture will be more clearer if INEC blows the whistle.
Okay. All right. Now let's talk a bit about the governorship of Anambra State come 2025. And Chukwuma Soludo will be, I think he's in his 4th year now in governance. And what's your assessment of his performance, especially providing the dividends of democracy? Has he lived up to his promises? And what do you think will be the general reaction of Anambra people in terms of the voting pattern in 2025?
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what do you think about the video I just played? Go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go to the comment section, and I bet you I am learning a lot from there, and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. Don't forget to share, and we continue to bless you as you share. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move. Airborne.